Hello everyone to another Catan video. So I am in the fourth position, and right from the start I like 8510 a lot. That grabs the best ore and best wheat on board. 853 is okay, but then you give the option of 810 to somebody. Uh, actually I myself might go for 810, point to the right and then build on 510, or also build on 910 if I point to the left. 9-5-10 also seems to be a decent option, and red does go for that. Here, yellow has a difficult choice, and I believe I too have a very difficult choice to make. I believe I can go for something like 6-3-4, and yeah, going for double 6-3-4 isn't too good. Yeah, I think I might just have to go for something like 8-3-4-8-10, or maybe 6-3-4-8-10. Even 9-10 is a possible option. Yeah, quite a few difficult choices here. Maybe I can get something like 6-12-11 as well, but then that doesn't seem to be good spot because of 11 and 12. So the 6-3-4 on the top does seem to be a good spot, getting good wood and brick production right from the start. Okay, so yellow goes for 6-3-4 on the top, which makes complete sense here. Here I can go for something like 8-10-3 and 6-9-2, point to the right and then build on 6-2, and also try and build on the 5-2. Seems to be a decent choice. Yeah, I think I will go for that option. I might get cut off by yellow, so that's one risk that I am taking. Just to avoid the risk, I can still go on 6-9-2 but point to the right and then get on 5-2. Uh, and 8-3-4 seems fine to me. Sorry, 8-3-10 seems fine to me. Also, I have the option of going for something like 4-5-11, but then I don't seem to be getting many good settlement spots or growth spots. So based on that logic, I will go for 8-3-4, sorry, 8-3-10. The reason why I'm pointing to the left is so that I can build on the 3s to 1 port. Yeah, and I still want to point my road upwards, but then it is just too easy for yellow to cut me off. A 6, a 3, and a 4 will easily give them a road in hand, and they have three chances to get those. They can also place on something like 6-3-11 here and start with a wood in hand already. So based on that logic, I might just point to the right and build on 5-2. I don't think building on 5-2 would be a mistake. I might get cut off for the 8-4 spot as well, but then that's a risk that I have to take. I can also go for something like 9-10 and 8-10 as I already mentioned. But I think this setup can work, especially because I start with a wheat, which is very rare for me, and some road building and settlement building material. So I can build on 5-2 and then get a overproduction from there. Here for yellow, I think 6-3-11 makes quite a lot of sense. And it also blocks quite a few spots for both pink and red. I mean, yellow can still go for 6-3-4 and point to the right and try to cut me off on the 8-4. But yeah, and I might not be able to do anything if that's what they go for. 6-3-11 is also decent. Sorry, 6-4-11 is also decent here. But then they will have to play with yellow will have to play with no wheat. Yeah, yellow does go for 6-3-11 as I expected. Pointing to the left also makes sense. They can build on 6-12 or 5-11. I believe red here might want to go for 5-10, or they can also go for something like 6-3-4 and play without any wheat. 6-4-11 is just a very strong setup. Very good numbers. Yeah, so the production would be pretty high. Maybe I myself could have gone for some setup like 8-3-4-6-4-11 and then played a game without any ore and wheat. Point downwards, make use of the 3:1 port to the fullest. Wow, red here goes for 9-10. I don't think that was the right move. I mean, they do have a lot of ore, but they are very dependent on 9-10-5, and none of those numbers are very pleasing. And pink here just gets a monster setup with 8-5-3 and 6-4-11. Uh, and they have a lot of wood production with the proximity to the wood port. So I believe red here surely made a mistake. I might have made a mistake as well going for 9-4-2. But yeah, pink here I believe is almost unstoppable. I do get a good settlement spot at 8-4 and 5-2. So that is a good thing for me. Yellow should be blocking the 8 over, but might just want to block the 9 wood. To begin, it's generally preferred to block two people. Yeah, does block the 10 brick. Makes complete sense here. But yeah, I think pink has to be targeted. There is just no way we can let pink grow quickly. So seems like yellow was able to steal a ore away from red. I do roll another 9 here. Not much that I can do. I can do a 4:1, but at this point, I wouldn't want to do that this early in the game. I believe I just holding on to my cards is just okay option. Yeah, and a 10 does roll. Unfortunate that the brick is blocked here. 6 rolls that gives yellow a road in hand. So they can now easily build on the 6-2 spot. Another 10 rolls. A little unfortunate here. A 10 isn't a very frequent number, and plus being blocked couple of times doesn't help me at all. I believe at this point I might just have to do a 4:1. I might take it for an ore because that's a resource I don't produce. Okay, if red is not willing to trade, I will take it for a wheat. I do have very little wheat production. So red accepts it. That's good for me. And now I will do a 4:1, take a break and end my turn. If I am targeted for the break, that would be unfortunate, but not much of a choice that I have here. Yeah, so red is surely looking for a city now. If they get that ore trade, they will be able to get a city easily. Yeah, I don't mind red getting a dev card. Yeah, so another 10 being, so 10 has rolled quite a lot, but hasn't helped me in any way whatsoever. I might just go for a sheep trade. Let's see what red. Yeah, this works for me actually. I don't mind this at all. And then just wondering if I should focus on 5-2 or should I prioritize 8-4. I think prioritizing 8-4 makes sense, especially because that does give me the ability to get a settlement on the 3:1 port. And especially with the sheep and wood production that I have, I need the port. Solo blocks yellow, I am completely okay with that. Yellow did have a road in hand, and I'm surprised they did not build it. I think yellow is just holding on to the road so that they can build on 6-12 and cut off. Or maybe yellow would want to build on 5-4-11 and cut off pink. Yeah, so these 8s are very, very strong for pink, giving them an early overproduction. Does play the knight. Should block 8 over now. Yeah, does do that, which is good. And a 10 does roll, giving me the break that I am looking for. If the 10 wasn't blocked, I would have been able to cut off yellow on and get on the 6-2 spot. Unfortunately, that's not how this game has gone so far. I will get my settlement though, which is good for me. If red has a knight, should play it. Uh, yeah, does play the knight. Should block the 6 wood, I would say. Wow, blocks me. That's just, yeah. Yeah, that's just bad. Y- Luckily, they just stole a sheep from me and nothing else, but that still is a very, it's a very wrong move. And yeah, pink is just going untargeted here. I mean, red is so dependent on 9-5-10 that I don't think so they will have a easy time growing ahead. Let's see what. No point in complaining about it. I have already pointed out that pink has the best setup. Um, so not much more that I can do about that. Yeah, so I'm just thinking if yellow can build on 5-11, that would cut off pink from the 4-5-11 spot. Yeah, I'll do it for 2 overs. Quite a few nines have rolled. 5 has rolled as well. I've actually, sorry, I take that back. 5 hadn't rolled in quite some time. Yeah, I'm surely taking an over. Not doing a 1:1 for sure. And I know 4s and 3s haven't rolled in quite some time, so nobody else has the sheep production that I have. And if red doesn't trade, they might just have to end their turn with wow. So he trades with yellow. I'm not surprised there. And now, yeah, so yellow shouldn't have done that trade, especially not as easily as they did. Although they might be able to cut off pink, but yeah, so they are able to cut off pink. That actually helps brown as sorry, yellow as well. Another 10 rolls here, so pretty unfortunate with these 10s that have been rolling. Uh, but that's how it is sometimes. Yeah. So yellow trading with red was surely a mistake. Giving red a setup on 8-10 with the overproduction that they have is completely incorrect. A 4 is a pretty good roll for me, gives me a wood and a sheep. So now if I 8 rolls, I will be able to get my settlement on the 5-2 spot. Another 4 rolls here. I might be willing to do a trade like this. If nobody accepts, I'll just do a 1:1 because 1:1 also gives me the settlement that I want. And I don't think so I will be able to cut off yellow on the 6-2 spot. I mean, building a road just to cut them off doesn't help me at all. Let's see what pink is thinking. If pink doesn't accept any, I will offer a 1:1 again. I'll give pink the chance to reconsider their trade or their counter offer. But if pink doesn't accept, I'll just end my turn. Yeah, seems like pink isn't going to accept it. So I don't mind ending my turn with 6 cards in hand. A 7 does roll. So yeah, red continues to target me. Not sure what I can do about that, but that's unfortunate, but that's how it is. I would love to roll a 7. I don't think I have rolled even a single 7 this game. At this point, I will just build my settlement on the 5-2 and end my turn. I don't mind think holding on to these cards is a problem. I am. So I think my next target should be building on the 5 wheat port. I mean, the wheat port doesn't help me, but it is more about the increasing my ore production than anything else. Yeah. So these 9s and 10s have helped red quite a lot. That is for sure. And everybody agrees to it. But that's how it is. Sometimes you play the feast and famine, and in this case, red is just feasting in this game. If they have a knight, they could easily be on 9 points in the very next turn. I do roll a 4 here, but I don't think there is much I can do. I will actually convert my wood into a ore because I would want to get a city now, and nothing else helps me enough. A 7 does roll, should be blocking the 9 or the 10, could either be fine. I think the 9 wood might also be an okay spot. Blocks the 5, which hasn't rolled at all. That's surprising. Like 5 has rolled only once this game. Blocking 9 and 10 would have made much more sense. Yeah, so now does roll the 5. Um, let's see if they can get a victory point and end this game quickly. And 11 rolls here. That gives a couple of wheat to yellow, but not much else. Yeah, for me the 8 is an easy block here. Blocks both pink and red. And I have no other option but to steal from red. Not sure what I should be doing with the cards I have in hand. I might actually try and connect my settlements just to get the longest road, but not sure if that it is a worthwhile effort. Red is already on 9. They just need a single 9 or a 10 to roll and get a settlement. I can also build a road, but yeah, again, it's like a difficult choice here. Although I said I want to build on the 5 ore, I believe red might be able to cut me off if they just want to do that. So in any case, I'll build a road over here. So even if red cuts me off on the brick port, I still have an option of building down. And at this point, I'm not thinking about the longest road because whenever a 10 rolls, red achieves a lot more than I do when it comes to my brick production. They achieve 2 bricks. And if a 9 rolls, they get 2 wood. So they will easily be able to outpace me when it comes to production. Yeah, and I think red might continue to block me on the 8 wheat. Hopefully they steal a wood away from me because stealing a sheep might give them a dev card, which is not what I want. Yeah, they do get a sheep. Might be able to get a dev card now. Okay, doesn't get anything. Another 11 rolls. Yeah, so not much of a choice here. Have to continue blocking red. I do get a wheat. That's good. I will go for a dev card. Hope it's a victory point. It's a year of plenty, which isn't the worst. So now if a 2 rolls, although I know I am dependent on a 2 rolling, but if a 2 rolls, I will be able to get my city. And blocking the 8 has a 2 does roll. Wow, that's very lucky for me. And because I had blocked the 8, red doesn't get 2 ores. At this point, this does look like a fight for the second spot. Unfortunately, a 5 is rolled. When the ore is blocked, I would have liked to get an ore. Yeah, not much that I can do here. Does trade with pink, which is okay by me. I do roll an 8 here. Let's see if I can get any sheep for ore trades. Yeah, pink just rejects it, and I wouldn't want to trade with. I'm wondering if I can get the longest road. I can get build 2 roads. Let me see if I can get this trade. If I get the longest road, that is an option. People might be willing to help me for that. Yeah, and red surely is not going to help me. So in that case, I'll just go for my city here. And with the cards I have left in hand, I think I will just go for a single road and end my turn. Red needs to end this game quickly because yellow has been collecting knights, so probably they can steal the largest army. Sorry, red needs to end this game quickly, is what I meant to say. And I can get the longest road, so red might be a little worried about that. They don't have much of a choice here. They have to go for a dev card as their best bet. And 11 rolls here. Let's see what. I might accept this trade. Yeah, but then I don't want to help yellow as well because I believe yellow and I are fighting for the second spot now. Yeah, so I'm just making sure that they know I am trying to get the longest road as well. Let's see if 4 does roll. Yeah, nothing else helps me at this point, so I might just have to build a single road and end my turn. Does take away the 2 ores that red had. So now pink is also, so it's like everybody fighting against red at this point. Yeah, does steal from me, which is understandable. But a 3 does roll, so in the next turn I will be able to get the longest road. Yeah, can't give away the wood because I have to take the longest in the next turn. I would love to roll a 7. I think that would be the best roll for me. 10 isn't the best, but I think I can still make do with something over here. So now red has to build 2 roads to get the longest road. I think they will find it difficult to do that. And based on that logic, I will just hold on to the cards I have in hand. It's not worth me building another road. I think I will go for a settlement if possible. 12 rolls, which doesn't help anyone. And the fact that everyone else is going for dev cards is good for me, that they aren't building cities and they are fighting for the largest army, which I have nothing to do with. Yes, a 10 did roll and so did a 9, I believe. Oh, no, 9 did not roll, but a 5 rolled. So red might be able to still go for the largest, longest road now. Red does get a city instead of trying to go for the longest. Another 8 rolls. That's pretty strong for red. And if yellow had a monopoly, they should have played it on over there. They didn't do that, so I don't think they have a monopoly. At this point, I might go for a sheep for wood trade, get a settlement and a dev card. And I believe accepting this trade from yellow is fine. So I do get a dev card. Let's see if it's road building or something of that sort. It's a monopoly, which is pretty strong. The game needs to last that long though. So I can play a monopoly. Yeah, solo blocks red, which is perfectly fine by me. Does roll the 9. That does help yellow, or sorry, red quite a bit. But let's see. Yeah, 5 rolls. Maybe red might be able to get the longest road here because the 9 rolled. They have quite a few ores in hand. So yeah, maybe that was a mistake on my part. I should have built a road rather than going for another settlement. But yeah, I do end up on the second position here. Red had a very strong game, especially because of the rolls. They were targeted quite a bit, and red also targeted me quite a lot. But that was completely understandable. Yeah, the Monopoly did not help me much because I didn't get a chance to play it. Should have built a road instead of building a settlement and gotten 2 dev cards. Maybe a victory point would have been better as well. Um, yeah, so I think in the end I did make a mistake. I don't remember exactly what cards red had in hand. Maybe they would have been able to get another road anyway, uh, and I would have ended up on the tying with the other people. So if I'm just playing for rank, maybe this wasn't the best move, but I don't like doing that. I like playing for the win, and based on that, I think wasn't the best move per se. Uh, let's see where do I end up on the leaderboard. I think shouldn't be a huge change. I just gained 1 point some elo. Yeah, so I am still in the 600s, just where I started. I think I ended up around 650s in the last game or 630s after the last game. So this isn't bad. 604. As long as I continue to rise. I don't mind that at all. Um, do subscribe to my channel and do mention in the comments what do you think about my settlement spots and also the trades and the plays that I made this game. And bye for now and see you again in the next video.